Bentley Home Inspection and Termite Services. We wanted to be able to tell you a little bit of what to expect when you have your inspection with us. When you arrive, our friendly inspectors will actually greet you and tell you a little bit about what's going on. Some of the things that we do, we go around our exterior and we're looking for any kind of damage, any kind of concern, stability of decks, condition of your windows, and then we're going to go back and look and see if we can access electric panels. And once again, this right here is a cabin. We actually specialize in those. We also look at decks. In our area, we find a lot of decks that have hot tubs. This one has one on it. So we look to see if there's any kind of damage, if there's enough support for that hot tub. We also will look at your HVAC units, both on the exterior and the interior. We'll look to make sure they're good and stable, working properly, and then we'll actually take some infrared photos so you can see what they're doing. We also check garage doors. As we're looking at the garage doors, we're making sure that everything is functioning appropriately. We'll look at the service doors as well to make sure they open and shut appropriately, make sure there's no rust. And then we'll look at the door opener. We'll make sure that it functions properly. We'll also look at the rollers and the attachments to make sure everything is nice and solid for that garage door. The inspector will look all around, then he's actually going to turn around, and this is where he's actually going to check the safety reverse. There are multiple ways for us to check that. We really want to make sure that safety reverse works appropriately because we're trying to protect those littles and those pets that can slide up under there. We're also going to look at the attic. Our inspectors will access any attic that we are able to get into the scuttle hole. They'll actually look around. They're looking for things like any kind of electrical issues, any kind of staining, leaks. Then we can also get on the roof. When we're on the roof, we're also going to be looking not only at the roof, but at windows, the exterior, for any possible damage, wood siding, vinyl siding, those kind of things. Then when they come inside, we're going to look first at the electric panel. They'll take that front cover off as long as we can. Sometimes they're painted on and we're not able to take the cover off. And look at the plumbing, including the water heater. We'll take the serial numbers, place all that in your report as well. Everything is a visual inspection. We're going to look at plumbing both in the crawl space and the interior of the home. In the interior of the home, we're also going to look at windows. We'll actually open a representative number of windows. If there are windows we cannot access, like in this corner, those are windows we will not be able to include. We'll also go and make sure all the doors in all the rooms open appropriately. We'll look for any kind of leaks, and then we're going to move into bathrooms. We'll run the sinks to make sure everything is working appropriately. We'll make sure the stopper is working, and then we're going to move and make sure there's nothing underneath. No leaks, no prior things. All of that will be included in your report as well. We'll also check the toilets while we're there. In the inspection world, this is called the toilet dance, and then that will be included. You'll see many loose toilets in reports. Nothing to be concerned about, just needs to be repaired. We're also going to run jacuzzi tubs. We'll make sure the jets are working appropriately. We'll run showers, and then we're also going to check the safety of the GFCI outlets. Once we finish all of that in the bathrooms, we'll move to the kitchen, where we'll check all of the appliances. We'll make sure they're good and stable. We're also going to check any attached microwaves. We also will check the stove. We're going to check the sink, make sure everything works appropriately. Once again, check for any kind of issues. As we move into the laundry room, we're doing a visual inspection of the washer connections and also of the dryer vent. Typically, we are not testing the washing machine or the dryer. Those are usually not appliances left with a home. If the home has a fireplace, we're going to visually inspect the accessible areas of the damper and the chimney. If like in this case, it's gas and we were not able to get it to light, we'll suggest you having that done at the walkthrough. The inspector is then going to do the crawl space. We choose those last. We're going to look for any kind of structure issues, any moisture concerns, and all of that will be noted with photos in your report. And another thing we offer is complimentary infrared photography. Our inspector will take photos of vents, water, and all of that will be included in your report as well. As a local family-owned business, we're so fortunate to have an amazing office team. So give them a call and they'll be able to take great care of you, getting you scheduled. You can schedule online or with the amazing team we have.